Good morning, my fabulous seventh graders. In this video here, I just wanted to go through and explain the review folder and, review practice tests that have now been opened for you to help you study for the upcoming FAST PM3 exam. So first off, I'm going to scroll down and just quickly go through the class announcements. So in the class announcements for today, you can see that, directions on how to get to this review folder are linked here, as well as the practice tests and their due dates. So I'll get to all of this and explain it more in a moment, but just wanted to show you that all of these resources are here in your class announcement for the week. All right, so now if we scroll on up, let's go to content, because that's where we can find all of these resources. All right, the content page will, of course, pick up wherever you last left off. So that probably would be down here in Unit 8. But if you look on the left-hand side under the table of contents, the second folder is called Reviews. Now, this folder has been here for a while because we've been adding to it as we've done some reviews, over the past month or so. But I added a lot of resources and I added a lot of things for you to do over the next 2 weeks. So when you just click initially on the review folder, the first two things that you will see is a link to the reference sheet and the exact calculator. So in class, we've been using a very similar calculator. This is the exact one that you'll have access to. When you open it, you'll see it's not really any different, but I still encourage you to check out the reference sheet and the calculator because these are things that are going to be available to you for the entire FAST test, and you can use them on every single question. So I wanted these to be here so you can use them as you study over the next couple weeks. Then the first folder within the review section is notes. So these are the 3 classes we've held so far, and I've uploaded the notes as we continue to hold some review sessions the next couple weeks. I will continue to add those notes from our live sessions to this folder. And then here we have a video folder, and then we have a quizzes folder. Now in the quizzes folder, the first 4 assignments are the new practice tests that were just added today. But underneath that are the other quizzes that you've worked on over the past couple months. So I did go ahead and make sure those were all there. So if you wanted to go back and, see if you have any extra attempts and retry any of those, it's for you. All right. Now there's 2 different ways that I recommend going throughout this review folder. And the first way is I'm just going to head to the video folder. So when you open the video folder, there are lots of sections, and it's sectioned out just like it is in the topics on IXL if you use that skill plan. So number sense operations, algebraic reasoning, functions, geometric reasoning, data analysis, and probability. So these are the 5 main sections of what we've learned all year. And within each folder, there are a lot of videos. So obviously, I am not, expecting and requiring you to watch every single video between today and tomorrow. That is not feasible. It would take way too much time. So one way you can go throughout these videos is you can kind of scroll through like I'm doing now and say, ooh, I don't remember a lot about scientific notation. I better watch that video to help me remember how scientific notation works. Or, oof, I really struggled when it came to greatest common factor and factoring monomials. I better watch those videos to freshen my memory. So that's one way you can do it, is just scroll through the videos and find the ones that you are like, I don't remember much about that, or I remember I struggled with that when I first learned it, and start there and watch those videos to help study and freshen your mind. Another way you could do it is you could start with the quizzes. So if we come here and look at the quizzes, all 4 of these review quizzes opened today. And I need you to complete these along with the videos, or as many of the videos as you need to watch over the next 2 weeks. We have the next 2 weeks to really focus and really study before you take your test. So I have put due dates on here just to make sure you don't forget to do them. So this, first one is due Wednesday, second one is Thursday, third one is Friday, and the last one is due next Tuesday. So you do have due dates on them to make sure that you can get them done. But if you want to do them earlier than that, you can, because one way that you could do it is you could start with the first test and take it. And then when you submit it and you see your score, look over and see what questions you got right and wrong. And if you realize you got a question wrong on, say, exponents, then go back to the video folder and watch that video on exponents. But maybe you got all the questions right on equations. So clearly you remember how to do equations, so you wouldn't have to watch those videos. So you could, if you're not sure what videos to watch, start with the quizzes, and then when you get to that end screen and you see what you got right and wrong, use that to help you go back and see what videos you need to watch, what you really need to study for. And then another thing that I want to mention about the quizzes is they're not going to hurt your grade at all. So if you don't do well on one of them, it isn't going to bring your grade down. But what I will do is, next week, after you've had a chance to get all 4 of them done, is I will look at, how much you got done, look at, your scores on them, and I will use that to give you some participation and some extra credit points. So you will be getting some positive points as a result of doing these. I just didn't want to put any extra pressure on you, because this is a chance to study and review. So if you don't remember something, I want you to go back, watch those videos, email me, ask me a question, and then be able to do it again to see if you understand it better. Okay. And then the final thing that I wanted to say is just make sure that you're attending all of the live class sessions with me as well. So that way you can have a chance to practice live with me and, make sure that you have a chance to get your questions answered and, work with me and your classmates to really feel confident and feel like you are ready for this upcoming test. All right, if you have any questions for me, as always, don't hesitate to reach out via email or ask them at the beginning of class. But otherwise, it is your turn to get started here. Work on, the videos and the quizzes. Remember, you have the next 2 weeks to do this. It's just, I didn't feel like limiting it to 1 week because I wanted you guys to have all the resources possible so you can study whatever you need over the next 2 weeks. Okay, so this video folder, this quizzes folder is what you'll be doing. All right, so good luck working on all of this. And as always, let me know if you need anything. Bye.